Happy freaking Saturday, everybody. From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's Saturday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in the Mile High, the Spyderco capital of the world. And no, I do not mean Taiwan. How's it going, everybody? Are you having a good weekend? Did you enjoy the Manix 2 modification meltdown? Because it was a bit of a meltdown. I had fun, and that's the whole point, right? Like, there was nothing real at stake in the competition other than bragging rights and, you know, my ability to continue to talk trash to Jason, aka Knife Dope. Even if I did think that his Cerakote job looked a little bit more like a banana asphalt sundae. No, I'm excited. It's Saturday. And most importantly, I get to hang out with you fine folks. And so we're going to go ahead and hit up the chat. Let's see who is in the chat. Shout out to Crazy Roach. Thanks for joining the chat, Crazy Roach. Thanks for being a channel member. Shout out to Delaney, another channel member. Ground Fog in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Bluetooth Blades, everybody. Thanks for being a channel member as well. He says, sup, all you knife mongers. I mean, I don't know if I would call myself a monger. You know, a knifeaholic, an enthusiast. Some use the term knife tuber. I guess that describes me. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Shout out to NFK20. He says, just in time. Neil McKenzie in the house, another channel member. Mark Parks, good to see you. Thanks for being a channel member. Jim Miller in the house. Welcome in, Jim. Let's see. Rich Kastner, he says, what's good, you beautiful beasts? Good to see you, Rich. Thanks for joining in, man. Mike and Ike's EDC says, like button smashed. That's right. Don't smash the like button. Take it out to a nice steak dinner and then Spartan kick the like button. This is Sparta! Don't do that, or do that multiple times. Let YouTube know that we're here. Why not? All right, and I'm scrolling. Pocket Razors in the house, everybody. Welcome in, Pocket Razors. Guys, if you haven't checked out Pocket Razors, make sure you check out Pocket Razors live stream. The crazy thing, I could have swore that you had a live stream going on right now. Maybe I misread the timestamp, but I was like, dang, I saw the notification. I was like, dang. Did I accidentally set up my Saturday live to be the same time? But if you're here and not there, who's watching your live stream? It's 8 p.m. Do you know where your live stream is? Oh man, I joke. I had some peanut M&Ms. I can't stay away from the sweets. I need to brush my teeth multiple times a day. That's why I'm probably going to end up calling the channel membership the Cookie Coalition, which makes no sense when it comes to knives and EDC, unless of course EDC stands for Everyday Cookies. Maybe it should. Maybe it should. Welcome into Joseph S. Good to see you. Welcome into Jim Turgley everybody. Thanks for joining in. Kevin C in the house, another channel member. Hey, and shout out to Chris Warris, who has just become a connoisseur and collector of all things sharp and shiny. Shout out to Chris. Chris, make sure to head on over to the YouTube community tab and click the invite link for the members only Discord. Good stuff over there. If you haven't done so yet, if you're not already a member, consider joining. You can now do that. Welcome into Ed B. He says raisins are sweet. I mean, technically they're sweet, but they're an abomination. Raisins are grapes that should have been thrown out. What do you do when you leave food out on the counter for too long? You throw it out. People think I'm super invested in the raisins conversation because I mentioned one time that I don't like raisins and I think that they don't belong in cookies, and it turned into this whole thing. It's kind of like how Stevie said one time that he didn't like pickles, and now everyone haunts him about pickles. No one's gonna hurt my feelings. If you're eating a handful of raisins right now, good for you. I feel bad for you, but good for you. Welcome in, Ed. Good to see you, man. Scott Brew 72, another channel member in the house. What's up, Scott? All right, guys. So here we are. It's Saturday, a couple days after the Mannix mod meltdown. I don't know. Like, we didn't really come up with a good name for it. I know not all of you guys got a chance to actually watch the live stream. Congratulations to Duty's Daggers. He won the popular vote. I mean, I think that a lot of people entered the live stream late and just saw 3 names up on the board, and so, you know, did they vote for him or did they vote for his knife? I don't know. But I'm not going to ask for a recount. We're not going to storm the Capitol. We're just going to graciously congratulate him on his win. But the fun doesn't stop here, guys. The good news is, for those of you who did catch the Duty's Daggers live stream where we did the Mannix 2 mod competition, and this was my entry. The good news is that we're not done. As it turns out, myself and the other members of the Blade Cartel really enjoy modifying knives, and even more so in a competition format. So we are going to be holding another one. And in fact, we'd like to make this a more common thing. We would like to do this more frequently. Because you could spend $500-600 on a pre-made knife, where you could spend $500-600 and modify one to be perfect for you. That's still a lot of money. You don't have to spend that much, by the way. You could. I have, but you don't have to. And so we're doing another mod build competition. And this time, instead of only just having one knife, we're going to be allowing entries for 4 knives. So that means that you could modify either a Spyderco Yojimbo 2, a Spyderco Shaman, a Spyderco Smock, or a Spyderco Para 3. And so you don't have to pick just one. You could do multiple entries. You could do one entry. You could pick one knife. So if you don't, like, maybe you decide that you don't want to modify a Para 3, you could do a Yojimbo 2. Maybe you don't want to do a Yojimbo 2. Maybe you want to do a Smock. I mean, everyone needs a good reason to buy one of those if you don't have one already, right? And the best part is that it's not just going to be between the 3 of us anymore. We are, in fact, opening it up to the community. So you guys will actually be able to go to a website, sign up, and submit your entries. And we were talking today, and we decided, you know, with the holiday and with Blade Show, we want to give people enough time to actually join in if they want to be a part of this. I'm building the website right now. I am. And I should actually have it ready by Monday, maybe Tuesday. We will be running it on this live stream, and the competition will be held on the website, and we will, of course, stream the results of the competition live. And I'll have Duty's Daggers, I'll have Knife Dope, and of course myself will be on here. We're going to have 2 brackets. We're going to have one for content creators and one for the community. And for whoever wins the community bracket, they're going to get 3 knives. I'm going to donate a knife for giveaway, and the other 2 channels are as well. So whoever wins the community bracket will win 3 knives. We're still figuring out what those prizes will look like, and that should be a load of fun. I'm excited. Get the community involved. Why not? Why not? I would be spending money on modifying my knives anyways. Throw in a competitive aspect, I'm all for it. Some people considered me to be unbearable because I am so competitive. My favorite part of competing is talking trash. Just ask Knife Dope. We're all good friends, by the way. I know when I give him shit, it's coming from a place of love. you know, and because I desperately hate yellow knife handle scales. No, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm working on the website, and I'm excited to make it more organized this time. You know, we did kind of low rent the first 2 times we did this competition, and it just feels like the time is right to organize and actually do this thing up and have a regular competition that people could join in on. So the website's going to be cool. It's going to have the rules. It will have a forum that people will be able to join. It's going to have, it'll list the prizes. It'll list the contestants. I'll do some graphics. I'll do some graphics for like the content creator bracket. And it'll also have the link where you can submit your modifications for entry, which I'm really excited about. So that's what's new. That's what I've spent my entire Saturday doing, actually, is building this website. Why? Because I'm deplorable. It's true. Anyways, I know that the chat has gotten away from me, so give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and catch up. Ayo, shout out to Blue Minotti Ninja coming in with the 5 gifted. Damn, Blue, you're my boy, Blue. Thank you, man, and congratulations to the new and returning channel members. My goodness. And welcome into Top Dog, who is still having issues with his eyes, but he's here and he's listening. Bless you, Top Dog, for finding the time, even though you're having issues with your eyesight. Bless you for finding the time to come in and give us a listen. I'll do my best to narrate these comments as accurately as possible, and hopefully be entertaining. PNW Fun Stuff, welcome in, man. He says, what about craisins, Rolls? I don't mind craisins. I don't. Craisins are not the result of something being left out too long. Craisins are intentionally created to be dried. Raisins, you can make raisins just by forgetting that your grapes are on the counter. Oops. Here you go, kids. Some oatmeal cookies. My point is that craisins were made with intention. Jim Miller is eating an oatmeal raisin cookie. Whatever makes you happy, Jim. You do that, man. Oh, man. Jim Turgliafair says, what? No insurrection. We're not storming the Capitol. It was close. It was close. And you know what? The most important thing is that we had fun and we all came out of it with some pretty cool knives. Like this is awesome. And I had no idea that these scales even existed. The Alien Frag Mettenboss scales are good, man. Like they're so good. They feel good in the hands. They feel premium. The Anno work is top notch. Mettenboss comes through really, really good with the quality of his machine work. My one complaint is that his pocket clip is not set up for any screws other than the exact T6 stock screws, which is, I'm sorry, it's baloney. It's bullshit. I have perfectly good titanium T8 pocket clip screws, and because I decided to go with this pocket clip, I can't use them. In what world? Like, you literally just have to mill out a little bit more. I know Mettenboss doesn't watch my channel, but if by some off chance this gets around to him, that is the big design flaw. The community wants T8 hardware, and only making it so that it fits T6 screws is a crying shame. That it bothers me to my core that I can go to modify my knife and pick out what is, in my opinion, the most premium clip that you can get for the Manix 2, and you can't use T8 hardware. Yes, I'm upset about it. Did I lose because of pocket clip screws? No. But it bothers me. Speaking of modified knives, this is my carry today. Carried this guy. This is my modified Para 3. It's the LMAX Emerson edition from Blade Ops. And I love this knife. This knife, you know what? If my house caught fire and the only knife I had left was the one that was in my pocket, there's a very strong chance that this one would be it. And that's what I aim for whenever I modify a knife is, can I make it the last knife that I would ever like feel okay about having? And you know what? I would say that I'd be a-okay with this one. This one is extremely carry friendly. It feels premium enough to be satisfactory. It's got the perfect edge for me on it. Ergos feel good. Balance feels good. Action is good. And it looks good. It's aesthetically pleasing specifically to me. And yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. So in those terms, the competition was a success. The next one is going to be crazy because people could be entering one of 4 knives. A Shaman, a Yojimbo 2, a Smock, or a Para 3. We're going to get some crazy combinations, and we should be seeing a bunch of different variety since people are not going to be tied down to one specific knife model. Because that's the issue when you only have one model and you include a bunch of people, is that you end up with duplicates. But when you have 4 that people can choose from, that opens up a whole new world of opportunity. And I already picked the knife that I'm going to modify, and I've already ordered most of my build. I was inspired and I was looking around and I was digging in the depths of Google's basement. And I found a little known scale maker who does amazing work, just incredible work. And I was inspired. And so I went ahead and ordered the scales. I ordered the knife. I ordered the clip. It was crazy because I found everything that I wanted right away. Because over the next month and a half, the EDC Mod Mayhem is what we're going to be calling it. That next one is going down July 15th. So that should give people plenty of time after Blade Show to get their builds ready, get them submitted. And I'm going to be spending this time working on the competition, working on making sure that it's organized, that the production is worthy of the effort that everyone's putting in. And I'm also going to be reaching out to see if we can get some sponsorship from companies to potentially juice the pot for the community bracket winners, because I would like that. It could get some of these companies some notoriety. It could also make it more tempting for people to want to enter, and more exciting if they win. So I'm happy to do the legwork on that and see if we can get some sponsorship for the event itself. And I'm also going to see who's going to join. I know so far for the creator bracket, it's myself, Duty's Daggers, Knife Dope, and I believe the Knight's Edge has confirmed. So we're working on the creators bracket right now. I'm going to be reaching out to some other channels, seeing if they're interested in joining in, and it should be some good times. But yeah, that's pretty much been my day all day, is planning that. Let's go ahead and check out the chat. Josh says, I have mods of all of them. Nice. Now keep in mind, in the spirit of this competition, you have to build something. So if it's an existing knife that you're using, at least 2 things on that knife should be new to that knife specifically for that competition. But it could give people an opportunity to take an existing build that maybe they really like, but they don't like everything about it, and switch out a few things. So at the very least, unlike me, you didn't have to buy a whole new base knife, right? So far, that's the most expensive part of my build. Ed B says, I just can't bring myself to buy an ugly knife to enter. Oh, Ed. We forgive you. I don't think Spydercos are ugly anymore. I used to. And then the more I used them, the more I became attached to them. I mean, what would that be considered? Like Stockholm Syndrome? Anyways, working on the website. I will announce it in the YouTube community. I will announce it on the channel members only Discord. Everywhere that I can announce it, I'll announce it. So keep an eye out for that, guys. The website is almost done, and it should be really, really fun because we're not just creating an event. We're creating a community around an event that we will do multiple times, which I think is pretty freaking cool. Chris Warris says, should add a PM2. So the reason why a PM2 is not on that list is because we already did a competition on the PM2. That's why this knife exists. This was my entrance for our knife modding build competition for the PM2. And this is the one that won the popular vote. So yeah. We might do another PM2 in the future just because there is so many awesome modifications out there for it. But there's also awesome modifications for the smock, for the shaman, for the Yojimbo 2. When you start digging past just like the surface feeders of like the Flytaniums of the world, there's so many companies that make really cool scales, that make good hardware, that make great modifications. And it's a shame because a lot of people, they'll get stuck on a brand like Flytanium and they'll be like, well, Flytanium, I got the Flytanium scales, you know, and then they miss out on companies like Sharp Dress Knives. Sharp Dress Knives, American made scales for not just Spydercos, but also other knives too, like Hinderer knives and benchmades and so many other brands. And then there's Rock Scale Design, and then there's Applied Weapons Tech, and then there's so many good companies that make modifications for these knives. And so it's nice to delve past the surface, and modifying something like a Yojimbo 2 is going to offer that opportunity. Modifying something like a Spyderco Smock is going to offer that opportunity. And yeah, I'm excited. Rich says, does it have to be a blade we modded or a blade we had modded? I just got my Chavez Street back from the modder. So it's got to be either a Spyderco Yojimbo 2, a Spyderco Smock, a Spyderco Para 3, or a Spyderco Shaman. Has to be one of those 4 knives. You can take a stock knife or an existing knife and send it off to somebody to be modified. That is totally fine. Like for example, Jason, he didn't do that yellow the yellow Cerakote himself. He had Original Go do that. So you can definitely send it off to somebody to be modded on your behalf. That's totally fine. At least if it's something that you already have to qualify, at least 2 things have to be new on it. So that way, you know, you're not taking a knife that you modded 4 years ago and then entering it into a build competition when the whole goal is to build. If it's been previously built, at least 2 things on it need to be recent. And that's going to be one of those rules that gets posted. So just keep an eye out for that. Commander Cody says, bro, your Mannix was absolutely gorgeous. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You know, like the thing is that I probably spent about 20 minutes putting this together, but I spent hours researching the parts. You know, I was looking for something that was truly unique. And then putting it together, like deciding what all went into it, going through 3 different pocket clips before landing on this one. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to discover what's going to work the best for your preferences. And sometimes people agree, sometimes they don't. Mike Nike says, which Spyderco would you recommend for everyday carry? The PM2? That's a tough question because there's so many good Spydercos that are great for EDC. But assuming that I could only pick one, assuming that there could only be one, based on the ones that I have tried, I think a PM2 would probably take the cake currently. And the reason why is because it is a really nice full-size knife. It's big enough to do larger tasks, small enough to fit in your pocket and not cause problems. And it's just a knife that fits really well ergonomically. Like, I feel super happy with this. Specifically this version, because it has the Emerson Wave. Sorry, my dog decided she wanted to come in and lay on my feet. Anyways, the Para 3 is a close second. And I would say that depending upon where you live, the Para 3 might win that if you live in an area where you're not allowed to have a 3.5-inch knife. So if you live in an area that has restrictive knife laws, then a Para 3 might actually be the better choice for you. But for me, for EDC, this one definitely takes the cake. For hard use, I would take the Manix 2 all day. Like, there is no better Spyderco knife lock than the ball bearing lock for being durable. I mean that. The funny thing is that when they did the weight bearing tests for the ball bearing lock, the weak point was actually this ball cage. And if you were to upgrade that to titanium, which has a far greater shear strength than the plastic that it's currently using, it would actually increase the strength of the lock by reducing one of its weak points. Like, that's crazy to me. And so the real strength of this lock can be upgraded purely by changing out that ball cage to a titanium ball cage, not aluminum. I have heard reports, both firsthand and otherwise, of the aluminum ball cages just breaking. Do not invest in an aluminum ball cage for a Manix 2. Please. Go titanium or leave it plastic. Avoid aluminum at all costs. All right. Shining Falling Star says, nice to see you again. It has to be the Yojimbo mod. It has the least amount of aftermarket parts and probably the least popular on the list. I want to see something truly unique. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at the I'm looking at the poll right now. Currently, Yojimbo 2 is in the lead with 36%. Shaman is right behind it with 31, and then Smock and Para 3 are splitting it with 17 apiece. So I've already picked out a knife, and I've ordered it, and I've ordered these scales and a clip, and it's not the Yojimbo 2. I have modified a Yojimbo 2 though. I have, and I have a video on it. And the reason why I didn't pick the Yojimbo 2 when I was ordering the knife was because I've already modified one. I have not, however, modified the one that I picked. It's a model that I've never modified before. So let me see real quick. We're going to go ahead and switch this over to the screen share. And I'll show you Yojimbo 2. Yeah, there it is. It was one of my first videos that I did. I did DNA lasering scales, a Pacific Suns titanium pocket clip, a 5x5 Combat Solutions wave with the black DLC blade and black hardware. And I think that is definitely one of the most like, if I did a Yojimbo 2, it would have to be because I got an exclusive, because I've already modified one. And when I modified that one, I got what I, at the time, thought was exactly what I wanted. And I loved that knife. And then my computer caught fire, and I needed to buy more recording equipment, rebuild my computer for the channel. And so it was one of those knives that I sold. I know the person that I sold it to, however, and they will agree to sell it back to me at a later point in time. So that is why essentially I did not pick the Yojimbo 2. All right, let's get back to the chat. The Night Edge says, I'm doing the Yojimbo Rollshambo. Nice, man. Congratulations. There you go. Rolls language. Did I swear? What did I say? I would watch my mouth, but my lips aren't that. I can't see it. What did I say? Bluetooth Blade says, the Night's Edge, I just ordered the 15V Shaman today. What? Where is the 15V Shaman available? Or did you get it secondhand? 15V Shaman. Where do we find this? Was it available? Was it available earlier today on Blade HQ? I'm gonna be so mad if I missed that. Oh, where did you get it? Where are they available? I don't understand. All right. I probably missed a drop. LCV Blades Edge says, you're the reason I bought a Para 3. Dude, the Para 3 is an amazing knife. And over time, like when I did a video a while ago where I said Para 3 versus PM2. And at the time, I truly believed that Para 3 was the better carry option. The knife that changed my mind was this one. And it has nothing to do with the modifications that I put on it. It has everything to do with how I felt specifically about this knife, because when I initially compared the Para 3 to the PM2, I was comparing it against the DLT exclusive PM2 and Crewwear. This LMAX version with the Wave is a different knife. There's a reason why I have two paramilitary 2s, and it's because despite the fact that they have the same handle skills, the blade shape is different on this one. It has a built-in wave feature, and the grind is different. This has a saber grind versus a regular PM2, which has a flat grind. And I've got to say that I prefer this over the regular paramilitary 2. Like, this gets carried far more than my Blood Money paramilitary 2. So this knife has changed my opinion in a good way. The Para 3 is still an amazing carry knife. And again, depending upon the size of your hands and, you know, the size of your pockets, the the Para 3 might still be a better option. My suggestion to anyone that is like, should I buy one? Should I buy the other? Save up. Just do yourself a favor. Save up, buy both. Do it. And then put them both in your pocket. Carry both of them. And you'll find out right away which one is the best for you. And that is my suggestion, because when I bought the Para 3, I was like, I won't buy a paramilitary 2. That lasted all of about 3 months. I ended up buying a paramilitary 2 anyways, so just buy both. Hey, shout out to Pocket Razors for the $5 super. He says, did I miss the cookie giveaway? We didn't give away any cookies. He says, hey, Rolls, you know craisins are made the same as raisins. I mean, the first raisins were made because somebody left, you know, some grapes out on a windowsill. Maybe I'm just raisinist. Hey, welcome into Alicord Paracord. She says, Rollshambo still has some oatmeal raisin cookies available. This is false. I do not harbor oatmeal raisin cookies. I refuse. What's up, Jay? Welcome into Jay Korskinen.
This is Sparta!
Jay gets a Sparta kick. Guys, if you're just joining now, make sure to Spartan kick that like button. Let YouTube know that you're here and you're enjoying the live stream. Shout out to Rod Lively, who says, just did a Spyderco Native 5 Salt lockback in Magna Cut with the Applied Weapons Tech, aluminum scales, and a new clip. Dude, that's sweet. I tried to get the native included in the next competition. It got booted, which is a bummer, but I get it. There's not nearly as many options out there for a native 5 as there is for the other knives that we put on the list. But yeah. Allie says the oatmeal raisins were part of the variety pack. We know you ate all the others. Yeah, but I gave the oatmeal raisin cookie to my wife because she loves oatmeal raisin cookies. I do not. And she's like, oh, cookies. And I'm like, oh, you want one? And I handed her the oatmeal raisin cookie. And she understood immediately. She's like, you don't want to share your peanut butter? No. Have this oatmeal raisin cookie because you like them. And I will take one for the team and eat all of these yummy peanut butter cookies. And then I did. I shared some with her. I did. But that's why their oatmeal raisin cookie is no longer available. Commander Cody says, put my Magna Cut blade on the Crew Carta Mannix. The Magna Carta was born. I approve. Well done. Well played, sir. You turned your knife into the dad joke, and I appreciate that. Hey, shout out to Greg Vanderlip. Welcome in, Greg. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being a channel member.
Oh, yeah.
Bluetooth Blade says, got the 15V on eBay. Ouch. Well, I hope it's in great condition, and I hope you didn't pay too much. The 15V Shamans and Mannix 2s and any Spyderco in 15V is going to be buying it in the secondhand market is never cheaper than just buying it brand new on one of the drops. But it's almost impossible to get in on those because they sell out immediately. Jim Miller says, check the Discord roll. Will do. Let's head on over to the members only Discord. And you can get here if you're a new channel member. If you were one of those lucky few who got gifted a membership by Bluminati Ninja, make sure to head on over to the members only Discord and let's see what is going on. All right. Are we in the pocket check? Maybe it's time to check out the pocket checks for today. First of all, this one is not from today. This is from a couple days ago from Mark P. Koenig Mini Arius, Craig Brown, Mini FSD. It's an SPK Lamia, and then of course a Transparent Knives Reblade off of a bug out. That is, what is that? 1,500. That's almost $3,000 worth of knives in one picture. And so much pocket envy. Like, I'm experiencing pocket envy as we speak. If I were to rank these in order from what I want the most right now, from start to finish, I'd probably go with the Craig Brown FSD, followed closely by the Mini Arius, and then the Transparent Knives Reblade, and then the SPK Lamia. Now, I know that so many people are going to look at me and say, are you out of your mind? The Lamia is the most amazing. For some reason, it just doesn't do, it doesn't create the level of envy that the other three knives do. Not saying that it isn't worthy of pocket envy, just that in this group, I would probably put that Craig Brown FSD first. And rightfully so. Look at that blue anode. Damn. Okay. So let's go ahead and check out today's pocket checks. Is that a Cold Steel 4max? I believe that's a Cold Steel 4max. Buck 110 lockback. And then I have no idea what this old school traditional knife is. but I'm sure that it has weathered many storms and is probably super reliable. Today, Ed's got the Macallan 12-year Scotch whiskey. Oh, and then and then a wee knife and a cigar. That is the most manly photo I've seen in days. Just you know what? Just send over some of that Macallan, man. Share the goods. Jeremy Nidro, he's got the Cold Steel Recon 1. That is a sencut. Oh, I have this knife. I have this knife. It's not the Wataga. It's not the Saxy. It's another one that was released around Blade Show Texas a couple years ago. The sad thing is that I own this knife. I actually have it right here. I have the same knife, and I forgot what it's called. Oh, this is bad. I want to call it the Wataga, but I know that it's not. It's the Crowley. It's a Sencut Crowley. There we go. Thank you for having faith in me. LCAP. Oh my goodness, LCAP. That is insanity. That whole photo is nothing but grails. All grails all day. Mark P's coming in with the Kunwu Padre. Very nice. I like it. All right. Jim's got the basic black carry, or that's what he's calling it. The Omizio Fixie Rosecraft Savage Creek gunstock and the Spyderco Manix 2 XL. Nice. And look at that beautiful scenery. Some people make others jealous and envious with their knives. Jim makes people envious with his scenery. Give me some of that scenery, Jim. You know what? Maybe you, me, and Ed should all meet up. He'll bring his Macallan 12-year. You bring the scenery. I'll just bring myself. I'm just kidding, but seriously, I love the scenery in your pictures. That's awesome. And he's got the baked ziti and the perfect dessert cookie, or at least that's what he's calling it. It is an oatmeal raisin cookie. No. Denied. Approved on the baked ziti, though. Like, I'll give that an approved. No on the oatmeal raisin. Alicord Paracord. Ooh, nice. She's got a modified Demco. I'm pretty sure that's a Demco 8020, or is that the 20.5? I want to say that's the 8020. I want to say that's the 8020. And then this is the second time I've seen this Wii knife, and I don't know which model that is. Ooh. But we've got an Olamic. I'm pretty sure this one, no, that's not an Olamic. It just has a blade shape that reminds me of one. I know that this one is the Curtis Customs. The F3, F3.5. The person that made this right here did a very limited run of these knives. I'm trying to remember who made those. Allie, I'm gonna need your help. Who made this blue knife? I've seen it before. I've heard of it. I know of it, but it's stumping me. All right, I'm gonna catch up with the chat. Jim Miller says the Wataga is a button lock. So is the Crowley. The Crowley is a button lock. So a couple years ago, they released the Saxy, the Wataga, the Crowley, and a couple more, and they're all named after like cities or counties in Texas, and Civivi / Sencut released them in honor of Blade Show Texas, and most of them were button locks. But you know, this is a knife that I've had for a couple years, but I've never reviewed it. Isn't that crazy? Oh my goodness, Chef Rocky coming in hot with the 10 gifted. Here I am going through the Discord, completely missing the chat. Rocky, thank you, man. And congratulations to all the new connoisseurs and collectors of all things sharp and shiny. Get in that channel Discord. Head on over there and say thanks to Chef Rocky on your way over. So awesome, man. Thank you. Stephen Fletcher says, how do you know if you were gifted a membership? So I can see who was gifted, and I'll call it out. Looks like Pacific, PNW Fun Stuff, Commander Cody, Rod Lively, Alicord Paracord, Stephen Burgess, Ginger Fisher 75, Mark Stein, Nick Travellini, Sharp Guy ATX, and Crewware is the Best were all gifted channel memberships. There's also a message that you see in the chat when you were gifted one, and when you type, you'll start seeing the channel logo next to your name. So there's a couple ways that you can tell, and it also opens up the emoji set. So if you see like the cookie emojis, those are the custom channel emojis that are available to channel members, and that's another way you can tell as well. Thank you, the Tri-Axis Midnight. That's the one. That's the one. They did a very limited amount of those, and I wanted one. I wanted one very badly. Kevin Smith and Knives, welcome in. He says, evening folks, dropping before I hop on the bike and head home. Well, thank you for dropping in, man, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. Lone Star Towboy in the house. Welcome in, man. He says the lurker drama is strong. Lone Star says the Sencut Waxahachie was a fixed blade. That's true. The Crowley, the Saxy, I believe it was the Wataga or Watuga. People from Texas are cringing really hard at those pronunciations. Loser says, welcome in, Loser. He says, Shambo takes the chat for granted because he knows we'll always be here for him. One of these days, you guys are just going to like completely head out, and I'll check the chat and everyone will have left. Joke's on me. Greg Vanderlip says, much love to those who gift it. Only way for me to be a member to channels, and it's very much appreciated. I concur. Says, please shampoo, read above message. Did I already do that? Rod Lively says the JW4 G&G Hawk number 13 box set of 500. Damn. That's crazy talk. JW4, for those who don't know, John Wick 4. Says autocorrect, get me. Now with a new line of hair care products, Rollshambo. I've got my cable isn't in my camera very stably, so every time I bump my desk, it disconnects the camera, so I apologize, guys. Ed B says, looks like Roll has a new nickname. Thanks, Ed. All right, I'm going to scroll up and make sure that I didn't miss anything. All right. I don't think that I did. I mean, I probably missed a whole lot. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out. We've got another pocket check. Ooh, this one looks familiar. What is this? It looks very familiar. I've seen this one that's on the top here. I do not know what it's called. Oh, I feel like I should know. Spyderco Smock modified, and then of course a TRM Atom. Or is it the Neutron? That might be the Neutron. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's see what's new. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I probably shouldn't, since I spent all my money on this knife mod competition, which is not even going to be, like, the deadline is July 15th, and I'm already almost done because I was impatient. I saw the skills that I wanted, and so now my budget is shot. Well, let's do what we shouldn't do and look and see what knives are available anyways. The Les George Mark III folder sold out. I didn't buy one. People told me not to. They told me not to. I was considering it. But I was told that the ergos are not as good as they appear and that the action is kind of lackluster. So I passed. All right, what about if we were to go on over to our friends over at Blade Runner HQ? Check in with them real quick. By the way, if you guys want to have a load of fun, make sure to check out their Whatnot auctions. I hopped in their Whatnot live chat the other day when they were running an auction. Hilarious. Plus, they sell knives the whole time. It's a ton of fun. I endeavor to stay hydrated for the rest of the year during my live streams. Ooh, they've got the new Heretic manual folders, and I hope to get my hands on some of these soon because I really want to check them out. So they've got the new Pariah. So this is the less expensive version of the manual Pariah. The one that I have is the automatic. That's this guy right here, and I love this thing. I'm working on my extended carry review right now, and I took this to a set of car floor mats that needed to be cut down to size, because when we bought my wife her new car, it didn't come with the floor mats, and so they gave us a set of generic rubber floor mats that are meant to be cut to fit to size, just as a placeholder. And this was the knife I was carrying. I said, you know what? About to do my extended carry review on it anyways, might as well use it. And I gotta say, it performed rather well. This is not the sliciest edge geometry, but it has a nice wide edge bevel, and the MagnaCut held up. Like, did not lose its edge at all through all of that rubber cutting. Anyways, some people do not like automatic knives. Some people can't carry them at all, just based on their carry laws. This one is a manual version, and it's the less expensive version. And I'm going to say less expensive because it's still $400. If you are all glitz and glam, they make one in white camo carbon fiber that I want to say is like $500. But that's not the only manual knife that Heretic is doing. They also recently came out with this one, which is the Heretic Knives Medusa. And this one is not a button lock. It is a frame lock. And it's a wicked looking frame lock too. You can get it in a full plain edge. They also have it in this partial serration, which I think would be great for ripping and tearing applications. You know, sometimes you just need to power through something, and the best way to do that is with serrations. And other times you just need a plain edge. Look at how overbuilt this is. These are a bit more reasonable at about $385, also MagnaCut. Yeah. So those are the two that I hope to check out soon. And When will that happen? I have no idea, but hopefully soon. All right, lots of new microtechs. New Yojumbo. Spyderco smock. These are cool. Last time I talked to RJ at Blade Runner, he said he was going to lend me one for review. But check this out, guys. This is bananas. Okay? This is their Blade Runner exclusive. This is one that they came out with that they had made specifically for their 1-year anniversary, the Bazaar. I think Alicord Paracord was there, but check this out. Camo carbon fiber inlay on this Heretic Cleric 2. Even on the button. That is crazy. That's 80s camo carbon fiber. I desperately want one. They're not cheaply made and they're not cheaply priced. $560. That's cool. That is really cool. I've not seen Heretic do that for any other retailers, but they have a really good setup with Blade Runner HQ. So if you wanted one that had a camo carbon fiber inlay, there you go. And these are very limited. So that means that when they're gone, they're probably gone until they do another run of exclusives. And they might not do it again for the Cleric. They might do it for a different knife. So if you're into limited knives and exclusivity, there you go. Camo carbon even on the button. That is bananas. All right. So I don't think we have anything else that's too terribly new on there. I will do one more. Let's do White Mountain Knives. And I'll catch up with the chat. Alicord Paracord says the Whatnot is live right now. Is it? Hold on. Let me see if I can get it on here. I might go ahead and do a little bit of a stream jump. Whatnot. You can't see it because it's on my other screen, but I'm logging into Whatnot right now. Wants me to verify a code. Hang on. All right. So they are live. I'm going to kill the music and I'm going to go ahead and put this up on the stream.
Buy this. Corey's getting ready for civivi power hour.
Check this out, guys. This is Whatnot. And they let knives go at a really good price too.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Kaiser October just sold for $80.
Right to jail. Right to jail. My friends love
And the chats are pretty funny too.
Thank you. Night.
Speaking of the chats.
I'm about to be on YouTube. Oh shit. I think Rollshambo's about to co-stream. Pull us up. Alice, let me know if we get on there. I'll say hello. We'll say hello. He has you up now. Hi, Rollshambo crew. What's up?
That's crazy, man.
Hello, we're live on YouTube. What's up? Blade Runner HQ. We're here selling you guys some shit. We're about to bring civivi Power Hour up. Closeout.
Oh man, the Whatnot auctions are hysterical. They're so good, and sometimes I'll tune in just to be entertained. You know, it's. I'm going to. By the way, guys, I'm going to start doing Whatnots to sell knives here in not too terribly long. So I'll be running my own auctions. I don't know if it'll happen this next month, but it's in the works. So I have a very aggressive strategy to be able to go through knives so that I can review whatever I want and then also turn around and sell them to recoup so that I can continue doing that. So keep an eye out for that because pretty soon I'll be doing this.
closeouts. Will be a blade show at the John Gray table, advertising whatnot. We send things to our boy Rollsham out there. Sorry, I'm not trying to hesitate. I don't know if you want to say his name. But we send our shit to our buddy Rollshambo, $220. Come check out Snuggle Steels where you get them deals. Brunel, where the fuck were you at? You kept asking for that. Also, I'm me. I don't pull punches. We're successful and I talk the way I do, so you have to get used to that. If that offends you. Sorry, bye.
There you go.
What's up, Double D Blades? What's up?
There you go. I'm going to catch up with our chat. Hold on.
Rollshambo?
Yeah, no. I just want to ask how Double D on the. I opened this thing on YouTube. We're stream sniping each other.
Oh, we're stream sniping each
We're
other.
stream
What's up?
sniping each other.
Is this live right now?
Yes, yes, RJ. It is live right now. The craziness.
To you that up that point. Yeah, words are hard.
All right.
Corey, you're late. You could be YouTube famous too. Corey helps. We're about to do Civivi Power Hour.
All
We
right.
have Civivis, all new ones, older ones, and we run them dollar.
Ali
and
says he's
go.
about
We
to
got
do
an
the
Almar
Civivi
here,
Power Hour.
Chinese.
There you go,
holder.
guys. Lonnie Hutchison says, "What's the link?" You know what?
SERE 2020 satin.
Hold on, I will get that
$1
link
and go. Yes,
posted.
you're live with 30 seconds difference. Hey-o.
Let me
$1
see if
and
it'll
go,
let me
the
just
Almar.
post it right here. All right.
Big jumps. Yeah, so Turby Phil, you can either be swiping or if you both do pre-bids. So like
All right, I just posted the link to the whatnot in the chat. So if you want to join in on this auction, there you go.
And just like kicks out real quick. Or it's constantly swiping. I myself have been swiping just like, yeah, I'll help this $200 item get along, and I'll blink and I'm like, fuck, that's 150. I thought I was swiping at 60. Gotta watch out for that. Bear Army, $24 below wholesale. Quite crazy cheap. This is why it shows.
All right, so
sometimes we like.
yeah, no, I'm excited because very soon I'm going to start selling my own knives on Whatnot. They're a new platform, live auction platform. It's something I could actually integrate into a live stream. So if you guys see me review a knife and you say, hey, I would love to own that, but maybe it's sold out, there's going to be a very good chance that I'll be auctioning it off once I fully join the Whatnot platform. And so in preparation for that, I've been watching a whole bunch of Blade Runner HQ and their auctions, and they're very, very entertaining. Unlike my camera right now, which is, I need to fix that camera connection because it is driving me absolutely nuts. Every time I touch my desk, it disconnects. Lonnie Hutchinson says, I don't know how to do Discord, never done it before. So the way that you do it is the way that you get here. Discord is basically kind of like a forum, kind of like a chat room, somewhere in between the two. The way that you get there, if you're a channel member, and I see that you are, you would go to my YouTube community tab. So that's going to YouTube. And then on my channel, you'll see a tab right here that says community. Click on that. Channel members can scroll down and see, or at least there should be, channel members can actually scroll down and see an invite link right here. Only channel members can see this. Once you click on that, you can, of course, join the members only Discord. And then you have access to Discord, which is pocket checks. You can hang out and chat. I have my Steel Snobs knife steel rating tool housed here because it's free file hosting. I also uploaded a video here that explains how to use it. So if you want to be able to rank and compare different knife steels, you can do that. So yeah, a lot of fun to be had here on the members only Discord. We also share memes and GIFs. And shout out to Alicord Paracord for linking that over in the members only Discord for the Blade Runner HQ Whatnot live stream. All right.
We do it nonstop. You guys know what this shit is? Forever Knives, Warcry, Mokume Scales. You guys know what this is?
I do not know what that
This
is.
is an expensive little cutie right here. Talk about some heat. You guys know what this is? Does anyone
That's
know?
new to me. What is the Warcry?
M390, serial 1 of 20, Vegas Forge,
Oh,
rated out of
geez.
Makume. Do you guys want to bid on a $500 knife? Does that interest you? 1 of 20.
And they're starting it out at $1.
Let
Damn.
me see if we get any comments on this one, or if we just run something else to filler. I'm waiting to see Corey down in the hall. In our shop, if you've been here before, we're now in the very back room. He's in the main floor where all the civivis are at. He says, almost done. All right, we're going to put that one on pause.
All right.
That's great. Yeah, Relic, they're very nice.
So I'm going to end the stream snipe there. And primarily because we are getting to the end of the live stream. It's been about an hour. Before I go, I'm going to catch up with the chat. Alicord says RJ will be at the John Gray booth in Atlanta on Friday, table 538. Very nice. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me on another successful Saturday live stream. Keep your eyes peeled for the EDC Mod Mayhem website, which is going to be the ongoing modification competition. We're organizing it. I'm organizing it. We're going to eventually, on the 15th of July, when it goes live, we will be streaming from this channel because I have full control over everything on this live stream, unlike those who use StreamYard. So it's going to be more organized. The community is going to be involved. We're going to have giveaway prizes for the winner of the community bracket. And then we're going to also have the content creators bracket as well, which is going to be, so far it's myself, the Knight's Edge, Duty's Daggers, and Knife Dope. And we might bring in some more people too. I'm going to reach out and see who might be interested. That's a content creator and joining in that as well. So don't be surprised if you see some other names pop up. I will have that website live, possibly Memorial Day, possibly on Tuesday. And then I'll do my best to let everyone know. There will be a forum, there will be a community, and it'll be open to everybody. But guys, the next time I'll be live is Wednesday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you can make it, that'd be great. If not, I totally understand. So what that means is that for some of you guys, I'll see you soon. And for everybody else, I'll see you later.